Breaking news that broke for barely 30 minutes ago that Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner will leave the club at the end of the season. Is Old Trafford the next destination? And if it is, do you think that's the right manager Manchester United need at this point in time, considering all of their woes?
We saw what he did with Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup last season. We saw how we brought a robust style of play, how we made football very, very, very interesting for Crystal Palace fans to watch. I think he would be a right candidate for Manchester United. He doesn't sign the very, very big players in quotes, but he knows how to manage average players and turn players. We saw what he did with Eze. We saw how Matete has gotten back to the French team, just how he has transformed average players, no disrespect to the players, average players to superstars. So I think it would be probably a force to reckon with in terms of the managerial position of Man United end of the season.
Okay, Busola, I have to really thank you very much for your time on the show this evening. And let's see if we would have upsets, during the course of the Premier League games this weekend. Thank you so much.
Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, let's quickly deviate from club football matters now and turn our attention to the African Cup of Nations national team football. I talked about the Super Eagles preparing for the third place clash against the Egyptians, and we know quite well the captain Ndidi will be back for that one, while Calvin Bassey will miss out due to suspension. TVC Sports Editor and the media manager of the team, Promise Efoge, is live on the show. He joins us right now from the camp of the team in Morocco. Promise, good evening. Run us through what the mood is like in camp at this time.
All right, I think the mood has transitioned from being moody to one that one can describe as being hopeful. In the aftermath of that penalty loss to Morocco on Wednesday night, everyone in camp has been very, very unhappy, the players especially. They expected more. They came to Morocco with a mindset. They came to Morocco with a target, and that target was to lay their hands on the trophy. That hasn't happened, but they are trying to retrace their steps and seeing what is, trying to check up what is possible. And what is possible for them now is to pick up the bronze, like in the local parlance, at all, not bad, So at the moment, they have refocused their attention on ensuring that they do not come to Morocco and leave empty-handed. And so every attention right now is on the game against the Pharaohs of Egypt tomorrow here in Casablanca.
Okay, let's talk about injury concerns, because we know the game against Morocco was a keenly contested one, and we saw Osimhen limp towards the end of that game, had to be substituted just before the penalties. Calvin Bassey, as said earlier, would miss out due to suspension. Are there any injury concerns in camp ahead of the game against the Egyptians?
Unfortunately, Calvin Bassey's yellow card cannot be contested. It would have been contested. That was a very big conversation here in camp because the referee goofed. The referee goofed to have issued that yellow card to Calvin Bassey. I do not know what the referee was thinking, because if you go back and take a look at the footage of that incident, I think the Moroccan player actually fouled Bassey by pulling his jersey, and it should have been a free kick in favor of Nigeria in that occasion. But I mean, that is come and gone. Unfortunately, what the rule says is that you cannot contest a yellow card. If it was a red card, it would have been contested, and so Calvin Bassey will most likely be missing the game tomorrow. But I've heard talks about Osimhen. Lots of messages have trickled into my phone asking if Osimhen. Some even said Osimhen has traveled back to Turkey. I said Osimhen, I just had a conversation with less than 10 minutes ago. He's in his room. He's resting and waiting for training time later this evening. Yes, he picked up a very minor knock in that game against Morocco, but Osimhen did not train yesterday, and that wasn't peculiar to him. How the coach operates, for those who played a massive game the day before, they just have a light walkout the next day, while those who did not play, or those who played a few minutes in the game, would be the ones to train fully in terms of the recovery training session. And so Osimhen was part of those who played almost 120 minutes against Morocco, and all 11 of them were not part of the full training yesterday. So it wasn't peculiar to Osimhen when people talked about the fact that he did not train on Thursday evening. So he's going to be back in training this evening. Osimhen will be available for selection. I had a conversation with the team doctor this afternoon, and he says Osimhen is fine and good to go.
Okay, definitely an exclusive there from the camp of the Super Eagles. Victor Osimhen, the talisman of the side in terms of marksman, will definitely be ready to go against the Pharaohs of Egypt. You are the eyes and ears of the team. Any final words in terms of the team's reassurances to over 200 million plus Nigerians about the game against the Pharaohs of Egypt?
All right, our fans should continue to support the Super Eagles side. They wanted to go for gold. They went for it. Unfortunately, came short of that. They want to go for the bronze now. Is it possible? Yes, it is. It was a silver the last time. It could be a bronze now. And who knows? At the next AFCON, it could be that gold that we have been looking for, the first since 2013, when Nigeria emerged champions of the AFCON in South Africa. This team is united. Everyone is singing one song. Everyone is speaking one language, and that is go to the Casablanca Stadium tomorrow and defeat Egypt and pick up the bronze. You know, the unity in camp is contagious. You know, it's like a family, and everyone is saying this unit must be kept together as we prepare for the qualifiers of the next AFCON and route the next AFCON tournament. And so for Nigerians, keep supporting the team. You've seen how well they can play. Many persons here in Morocco still believe the Super Eagles have been the best team at the tournament here in Morocco, irrespective of the fact that they fell short of getting into the final. Even Moroccans themselves have been telling me that the Nigerian team, as far as they are concerned, though did not get to the finals, but played the best brand of football at the tournament and are considered as the best team at the tournament. Sometimes you may be the best, but, you know, one or two errors here and there could make you, you know, come short of your target. And that may just have been the story for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They will come back again at the AFCON. They live to fight another day, and it will be another time to fight for the trophy. But for now, the team is going for the bronze, and they deserve all the support from every Nigerian football fan.
Okay, Promise, I have to thank you very much for your time on the show. We wish you and the team the very best, not just in tonight's training, but also for the clash against the Pharaohs of Egypt tomorrow. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Samson.
Thank you so much.